Once again, happy Thanksgiving. My name is Russell Mays, and welcome to Radio Russell Podbean at podbean.com. Why am I doing a broadcast on Thanksgiving Day? Well, many things have happened over the years for celebration of Thanksgiving, the interpretation of Thanksgiving, and what it means to us as a country. I do believe we have lost the meaning of Thanksgiving. Why do we not give thanks for a great country? This country was built on very dedicated, ambitious, and good-hearted people. They cared about what they were doing. They fought hard and they struggled. And they didn't ask a government for help. They wanted to be free to do what they wanted, when they wanted, how they wanted, and to live their life and pray to their God as they see fit. So why are we running scared on Thanksgiving Day of this year? 2020 is the first time in history of Thanksgiving that people are listening to their government telling us not to get together with our families. Why? They are actually utilizing government control to stop freedom and the Constitution, which gives us the right to that freedom, to control you and your family and your friends and their families, how they should live their life. Why are we giving them this freedom? Freedom's the wrong word for that. Why are we giving them this control? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? I'm going to tell you something. Our president, President Donald Trump, stood his ground for 4 years because we asked him to. We, as the American people, said, save us from the swamp. Save us from the socialist views and the controlling government that is at our doorstep. So he stood up to, not stood up to, he stepped up to the plate. And he said, he will do this. And he did. At the expense of just about everything he has built. His empire, if you will, that he built. His family. His friends. And he took the sword of injustice for you, the American people. So I'm going to tell you folks right now, if you come up to me, on social media, in person, wherever, and ask me, do I still think Donald Trump can win? My answer to that is he will win. I have this man's back completely. Not only because it is the right thing to do, it's because this man fought for us for 4 years trying to make our lives better. And if you're so damn scared and willing to sacrifice your family by questioning the fact that he's not going to win, then you have no life at all. You don't have the backing of Donald Trump, and you don't have the backing of Biden either. You are mush and spineless as most of the Republicans that we have in office, because you will not stand up and take the slings and arrows that Donald Trump has been taking for 4 years. Why? Why will you not stand your ground? Are you afraid that Antifa and Black Lives Matter is going to come and destroy what little things you have? Yes, they might do that. Are you afraid to be put on the news saying you're a Donald Trump supporter and you're willing to fight your ground to be with him? That's what most of these people are afraid of. We have to stand together to make this man our president again. And if you're not willing to stand with him, then who are you willing to stand up for? Everyone says, oh, I pray that he does win. What else are you going to do? Do you think God is going to come down from the heavens and put his blessing on this? There's a statement in the Bible that you reap what you sow. And our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, did not expect us to lay down and do nothing. You have to get out there and back this man no matter what happens, because he will be our president. And if you're running scared on Thanksgiving and listening to all this rhetoric that you can't have more than 6 people at your Thanksgiving table, then why are you even having Thanksgiving in the first place? You've lost the meaning of Thanksgiving. Why we have a country, the things that our forefathers went through to give you the right to be with your family. And you're going to give that right up to a socialist governor like Newsom or Cuomo or Whitfield, whatever her name is in Illinois, or Blasio and the rest of them, Sisolak in Nevada. Are you serious? Don't even think about coming and asking me, do I think Trump can win? I know he can win. He is going to sit there and win. And if you're afraid that he's going to win or not going to win, then you should have voted for Biden in the first place. But if you don't want to live underneath the socialist yoke or the communist rule, which is what's happening, then you have no choice. You're going to submit to this BS about Thanksgiving, and being submissive has already given the power to the socialist left, Biden and Kamala, and the rest of them that are pulling their strings to make you a slave. That's exactly what's happening, folks. Oh, but you can't talk like that because slavery is about black people. No, it's not. Slavery has been a part of every nationality and race for thousands of years. Even here, the indigenous population, the Indians, Native Americans, they enslaved other tribes too. So people either stand up for one side or the other, or you're going to be mush in the road. Simple as that. If you want to be a socialist and back Biden, by all means do that. But if you want to continue having a free country, stand your ground with President Trump and fight until the very end. That's exactly what it's going to take. Because if it goes all the way to the House for the 12th Amendment, we won. Hands down, we won. That's why they don't want it to go to the House. But the Democrats made a very bad move. Well, they had to do that. They had to dump all those fake ballots. And the reason why is because they were going to lose. Prove that right on the 3rd. Biden was so far behind on every state and every election that Trump had won the popular vote and the Electoral College until after the polls closed, and then they started dumping all those fake ballots in there. Oh my God, it's hearsay. Yeah, it is hearsay. Prove me wrong. I'm tired of them saying if it's a fake election, prove it. No. If it was an honest election, you prove it. Prove to us that they discovered 143,000 votes only designated to Biden at 3 o'clock in the morning after the polls all closed. How can they do that? That is not only physically impossible, it's mathematically impossible. And not one of those 143,000 votes was a vote for Trump. Statistically, you should be hit by lightning 5 times within one day. Better odds than that. I am so tired of the rhetoric BS. If you're going to be backing Biden and you want me to follow what you say, you better give me a damn good reason for it. Because you have nothing. And if you're thinking that they're going to give you everything on a platter and your life is all going to be hunky-dory, your head is full of crap. Now, let me retort that on the flip side. If you're against Trump and you think Trump is going to make your life all hunky-dory and everything else, no, he will not. But what he will do is give you an honest, level playing field to build your life on. He's not going to take crap away from you so you can't make a life. He's going to give you the tools and say, here, if you want to do that, go do that. But he's not going to pay you to have a house or a student loan or Medicare or all that. Those are not rights at all. Those are fantasy dreams that people want to live under because they refuse to stake a claim for themselves in life. That's what we got to be thankful for. Stop running scared away from, oh my God, can't have more than 6 people at the Thanksgiving. Oh dear, oh my God, ooh, ah. People don't want to hear this stuff. They want to think rainbows are going to come down from heaven and unicorns are going to be playing in the field. Tough. This is a harsh world we live in. And if you don't step up the plate and back the people that will make it right for us, then you don't deserve anything. There's a lot of things you can do and a lot of things you can't do just because of circumstances. One of the main things that you can do is profess that you want to be a free American. You want to have the ability to have Thanksgiving with your family, as big of a party as you want, or as small as the party as you want. And if you believe in this stupid curfew that you have to be in your house at 10 o'clock and can't come back out again until 5 because of the virus, you are got to be the stupidest person in the entire world. How dumb do you have to believe or to believe that a curfew like that will stop the virus? I know what they're thinking. Oh, if we have a curfew, that means people are going to go out and party and celebrate and drink in bars and stuff like that. And that way we can control them. That's exactly what they're thinking. Let me ask you, folks. The only time any person, government official, police department, governor, mayors, whatever, will know that you have 30 family relatives at your Thanksgiving table is if one of your neighbors reports you. Think about that. Unless a family member gets pissed off and calls them and reports. But as somebody reports or complains, that's when they're going to come get you. So now they have people judgmental of you. Oh, you don't have a mask on. You can't have Thanksgiving without a mask. Who's judging who? Oh, we have another crisis. We got another bunch of people who got virus. I am tired of hearing that. The cases have increased. So what? Coronavirus cases has increased. That's what they're saying. They're testing a lot more. Okay, so they're finding more cases. Then what? Tell us how many of those people actually got into the hospital. Almost nil. I have yet seen any of the reports that saying we had a bump of 1,000 new cases, so we got to shut everybody down. But never have they said we have 1,000 new cases and 1,000 of those people were put into a hospital. None. Zippo. Nada. You'll never see a report like that because it's all BS. So you are running scared on Thanksgiving. Why in the world are you running scared? What are you afraid of? Think about that. The only time I wear a mask ever is to protect my local businesses. And the reason why is because they will be the blunt and the perp walk. Oh, so and so's bar or restaurant isn't social distancing. Oh, got to have the mask on so they can protect themselves. That person didn't wear the mask, so they get fined. Look at that gym. I believe it's in California. It's on paper right now, but he is being fined $15,000 a day for keeping his gym doors open. Think about this, folks. $15,000 a day, they're fining him. If it's such a serious issue, why don't they just take his license away? Why doesn't the government, Governor Newsom, go in, pull his license to do business, put boards across his door, and shut his place down? Because the moment they do that, that will be the moment they lose total control and Thanksgiving is no longer their control system. Once they start finding out that people will not stand for this rhetoric that they're putting forth, only 6 people on Thanksgiving Day, the only time they're going to know about that is if somebody turns them in. So if you have a hateful neighbor that doesn't like you and you have 30 people over for Thanksgiving, they're going to call the cops and say, oh, so-and-so got all these people together. What are they going to do? Come in, bust down the doors like they did Stone? Raid you with a SWAT team because you're having Thanksgiving dinner for thankful for having a great country that now they want to destroy and enslave you with a mask? You're going to allow them to enslave you with a mask? Stand your ground. Stop running from these people. You don't have to be out on the picket line smacking waving your flags or whatever. There's a lot of things you can do. And people that tell you to write your congressman and your mayor and these people, you have to do that. However, you have to write the ones that are not doing anything. You know who they are. You just look at your legislators, both state level and federal level. The ones that are trying to do something are the ones that are stepping up to the microphone, backing this president who won the election, who knows he will win the election if it goes to the House. But people are afraid to stand their ground. Oh, what happens if they come for me? They can't come and put everybody in jail. They can't do that. That's the problem. But they've got so many people scared that they won't even have their family and friends together on a great holiday as Thanksgiving. Why are we allowing this to happen? They don't want people socializing, because once you start socializing out of their control, which means sitting down and having a good family discussion at a dinner table where ideas can flow freely without being censored, that's where the truth comes out at. If you have people believing everything they see on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and the rest of them, Instagram, and now that Chinese TikTok that steals your information if you even download their videos and stuff, that's the demise of this country. Racism is not the problem. Fear of the government is, and that's what they've achieved. With Antifa and Black Lives Matter, that's the strong arm of the Democratic Socialist Party. If you question their actions, they will come and try to hurt you. That was shown on the Million Mega March. 1 million people, or close to it, showed up in Washington to back this great president, to show support, knowing that he's being ripped off during the voting. Not one violent act happened. Not a burning trash can, not a broken window, nothing. It was a good demonstration. How many times has Black Lives Matter and Antifa burned buildings, took over cities, hurt and killed people because you did not, or they did not agree with the way they were doing things? We need to stand our ground. Stand our ground. We have to stand up for it. Like I was saying earlier today, I was so mad at people, and I don't accept this anymore. No more. So if you send me emails or you question the fact and you come up to me and ask, do you think Trump can still win? That is the most submissive statement I can hear from anybody that used to back Trump. And the reason why is because they didn't have faith in Trump. So you have a choice. You believe that he's going to win, or you believe that Biden's going to win. But if you start questioning one or the other, that means your faith and you've been listening to the wrong people. Everybody has good views, everybody has bad views. But don't give in. If you truly believe that Trump is a good man, he took 4 years of slings and arrows with us. And now you're going to go, oh, I don't know if he could win. What are you talking about? The man stood up for us for 4 years, and you can't even stand your ground for a little bit. The hard part and truth being is you need to keep faith. Trump will win this election. He will win. He has all the cards in his favor. The only way he can't win is if they cheat and lie and do everything they've been doing right up until, 2016 when it came down the elevators. It's unbelievable, people. Absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, That's what Thanksgiving's all about in my book this year. Do not run scared. This is Thanksgiving. Believe in what you believe. Get with your families. Have a good time. Discuss the world politics. Discuss religion. Everything. And back our president. My name's Russell Mays. This is Radio Russell at Podbean.com. Thank you for listening and joining me. Catch me again. That's what I can say. Take care now. Bye-bye.